I got started back training again 5 weeks ago. Doing really well with that, and I just won the case. So it's been a very good few months, and I just look forward to putting 2017 in my rear view mirror and looking forward to a big 2018 and a bigger 2019.
How's your fitness coming on? 5 weeks in the gym, you've been up there working with Ricky Hatton. Are you shedding the pounds?
Yeah, I'm fit. You know, I can do 12 rounds today. I even tried to get on this pill to do a 10-rounder. That's how confident I am in my fitness. I believe fitness is in the mind as well. Sometimes you can get athletes who train, and get in there and can't complete 5 rounds, gassed. But then you could get somebody out of shape like me who'd probably be able to do 15 rounds. It's an experience thing.
So you really feel as though you are relatively close to getting back into the ring and getting back into fighting?
Listen, I could fight this weekend. I'm fit enough. Just got to lose a bit more weight and break back in nice and steady. It's been 2 years out the ring. So by the time I get back in next year, it'll be two and a half years out, which is a long period of time for anybody. So I'm going to take a few warm-up fights to come back. And there's a lot of interesting heavyweight fights out there. A lot of fun fights. A lot of fights where I can look good in against opponents that people think are better than they are.
Who are the names you're looking at? I mean, obviously top of the tree is Anthony Joshua.
No, I wouldn't say so, to be honest. You've got some big names out there: Deontay Wilder, Joseph Parker, Joshua. There's many big fights to choose from out of there. And I wouldn't necessarily say that he's on top of the pack by no shadow of imagination. He's doing well, and he's got some belts. But is he a better fighter than Deontay Wilder? In my opinion, he's not. And if them two fought, I believe that Wilder would knock him out.
Why do you say that? What do you think is the key factor?
I think the agility and the speed that Wilder has over Joshua makes it a foregone conclusion, just in my silly opinion. We know I don't get it right that often. Then again, I don't remember being wrong. AJ's a limited opponent. He's big and strong, and that's it. He isn't going to bring anything to the ring that you're not expecting. He's not going to get on his toes and dance around for 10 rounds. You know what you get with him. He's going to come forward in a straight line with his hands up round his head and look to land power punches. Failing to do that, he's lost. So you can never write somebody off like that because he's always got puncher chance. But then again, any heavyweight has a puncher chance.
As Klitschko found out.
Yeah, for sure. Klitschko was winning the fight, winning most of the rounds quite comfortably. Giving him a boxing lesson, but you know, a man of 42 years old is way past his best. And he almost nearly had him out of there. But winning is winning, and almost doesn't count in anything.
So is Joshua the man you really want? You mentioned Wilder and you say you think Wilder would beat Joshua, but who's the guy you really want?
To be honest, I'm not really interested in any of them. I don't really want any of them. It's not like I'm in a desperate situation where I need to fight somebody for whatever. I'm good, you know. I'm doing really well. I am Ring Magazine heavyweight champion of the world. Lineal, dragging back to John L. Sullivan. So I'm in a very good position. I'm very happy with where I am at the moment. And it's not do I need them, it's they need me to cement their legacy in heavyweight boxing. Not one of the current heavyweights at the moment could ever be considered the man of their era unless they beat me. No matter how many alphabet titles they hold, they still can never be classed as the best until they beat the man who beat the man.
So you're back in the gym. Next step, hopefully to get your British licence back from the board. I guess that happens in January, if it all goes well.
We'll see. We'll see what's going to go on.
And then thereafter, when would you like your first fight to be?
As soon as I'm ready to go in the ring, then I'll make the return. Everyone's anticipating what it's going to be like. Does Tyson Fury still have it? Has he lost all his movement? Has he lost his speed and reflexes? I think people could say that if I was older, a lot older than I am, But with my style, I haven't taken lots of punishment. And of 2 years of inactivity, given time to get back right with the right fights, won't count for a lot at my age. If I was 39 then, yeah, you could say he probably passed it. But at 29, I'm still in the prime of my life. And heavyweights don't mature really to 29, 30, 31, 32, 33. So I've got many good years left. The answer to your question, when would I like to return? As soon as I'm ready, fit and able, looking well, then I'll return. It's not just about going in there and performing, because I always perform, but it seems to be these days, it's how you look as well. And if you look fat and you can be really fit, but people would still say you haven't trained or whatever. Not that that means a great deal to me, because it doesn't. I'm not one of those fighters who has to look couture, muscular. People know I can fight, they know what I'm about, so my record speaks for itself. Looking forward to it, big year.
Obviously, I know everything that you've achieved in the sport, but you've been out of it for 2 years. Surely you wouldn't be human if, when you eventually get back into the ring, if there weren't going to be some real nerves in there behind you.
Not worried about a boxing match, ever. I never ever get fazed for fighting somebody in a boxing ring. I think it's something that comes so natural to me, and over the years, I've gained so much confidence in my own ability. I don't never get nervous when I'm going to fight. I get nervous like when Billy Joe's going to fight, or my cousin, or anybody that I know, or that I'm connected to and I have interest in. But when it's me, I never get nervous, because I know if I've prepared right, and I've done the right training, done the right food, done the right everything, then I know that the only person that can beat me is myself. And that's quite brash for me saying that, but I do truly believe it. And I'm not a man who believes in something because of whatever reasons. I have that deep down desire, belief, that nobody can beat me. And I've proved it time and time again, against all odds. Every single time I've managed to pull it out the fire when needed to.
You can't change history, you can change the future. With that in mind, do you have to say what's happened's happened, and I can't really afford to have massive regrets?
I don't regret anything. I think life's too short for regrets. We live, we learn, we get on with our lives. I never regret like, oh, I wish I didn't eat that, or I wish I didn't say that. I think it's all unimportant stuff. What we did yesterday is history. It's not really important. It's about living for today, not even for tomorrow. Living for today and being thankful for what we have now, not for what we want, what we might think we want.
You're a bit older, a bit wiser.
I'm an experienced campaigner in this game. Been in it a long time. I understand it, the sport side of it. I understand the entertainment factor. I understand the business side. I understand it all. And if I didn't, I'd be in the wrong game. I'm a student of my trade. I study heavyweight boxing. And my knowledge on heavyweight boxing, I would say, is second to none. I don't think there'd be many people out there who knows more about heavyweights than I do. And that helps me a lot, because even the guys who's coming up, who's had 2 or 3 fights around the world, I'll know the record, know how they fight, I know the style, and I believe it's my job. And I believe that gives me an edge over other fighters too, because you get a lot of the boxers from today, they're not interested in boxing, they don't even watch on TV, they don't study it, they just go there, train, get paid and go home. But I'm a chip off the old block, old school, old-fashioned fighter.
And I'm sure aware that there are millions out there for you. There's fights to be won, but there's life-changing fortunes to be earned as well.
To be honest, money isn't the motivation. It might shock a lot of people when I say that, but I've had a lot of money in my life. I've been there and done it, wore the t-shirt. I've still got it. I didn't spend my money on stupid stuff. I invested it cleverly. And it's not the motivation. I'd rather have a legacy than have money. I'd rather be known as the best fighter of my time than have all the money that you could fit in this building. And that'd be a lot. You can't take money with you Money's only good for spending and buying stuff with and enjoying your life. And I enjoy more the achievement than having a few quid. I know many, 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 many people who's got money. We could walk down the street, nobody knows them guys. Nobody's interested in them. Okay, they've done well. Congratulations to them. But what does having a few quid really mean? Some people take it to the extreme where they worship money. Money's everything. But I can honestly say, hand on heart, money's nothing to me. And I proved that by walking away from a 10 million fight with Klitschko in the return. Money comes, money goes. It's really unimportant. I believe life is a test of what we do while we're here and how we enjoy it. You know, I'm a very, very blessed person. I've got a wife and lovely kids and a lovely, loving, caring family. That's more important than any money or material goods that I could ever achieve or accomplish or accumulate.
You're here interviewing for us on BT Boxing, BT Sport, and we much appreciate your time. Are we going to be seeing you fight on BT Sport as well?
I would hope so. Now the Mac is back, I've got to speak to the magic man, being aka Frank Warren, and we're going to see if he can make some magic for the Gypsy King. Make it very magical, 18 and 19, 20, however long this journey continues.
Tyson, I have to tell you, I've had so many texts and messages from various people, boxing fans, when they knew that I was going to be doing this interview, and they are just delighted to see you back. I think the bulk of the boxing world, boxing fans, they really are very, very pleased to know that you are at last coming back to the fight game.
Thank you so much, John. It's been a pleasure doing the interview. Just want to say to all the fans out there watching, I'm back. I'm going to be bigger and better than ever. And I've got the desire back, which is the most important thing. There was a time when the fire was out. I didn't want to box anymore. I didn't like boxing. But now I've got the burning